For today's Cooking with Denoy episode, I thought I would try something different. This is a sandwich maker, and it does require 750 watts. My inverter for the inverter cooking system is exactly at 750 watts. I'm hoping that it'll work off the inverter cooking system running through the vehicle. Now I do have it plugged into the multi-plug outlet right now, and it's hooked up to the house battery system, but it's still off right now. I do have the two batteries connected, so the battery's charging. But essentially, all I'm doing is just getting some cheap Walmart bread, putting it down. Then I'm going to spread some pizza sauce onto this bread. Then I'm going to put down some pepperoni, which I bought and bagged up, and some deli-style sliced mozzarella cheese that's going to go on top. Then I'm going to put a second piece of bread on there, seal the unit up, and let it cook. Now, an astute viewer had told me that when you shut this and the light goes from red to green, it just means it's hot enough to cook. Now, what I found, though, is when I shut it and let it sit, once the light goes from red to green, usually that's perfect timing to make sure the food is perfectly cooked to make these sandwiches. It's like a calzone sandwich. So stay tuned and watch how we make this. It is a little bit hard to film this and make it at the same time because you kind of really need two hands here so you don't spill, but I'm going to try it with one hand. I am taking some of the pizza sauce here and just spreading it onto the bread. Give it a little bit of a pizza flavor here. I think this is the first time we've used the sandwich maker since our initial test of using the sandwich maker more than 2 years ago. We never actually used the sandwich maker while we were out in the field under road use with Little Blue 2, so this is our first real meal using the system. Once I've laid out the pizza sauce, the next thing I'm going to do is actually put out the pepperoni, and I have these pre-sliced pepperoni slices here. I've opened up the bag because I already made this the other night and it was pretty good. I'm going to have to use two hands here, but I'm going to lay out these pepperoni slices and show you what I do. As you can see, I've laid out 5 slices of pepperoni. And the reason you hear my voice being like it is I ate the extra pepperoni. So I'm kind of freaking out over that other second Little Blue 2 sitting right there with the hood up. It's freaking me out because I'm right here, right next to it. And it looks almost exactly like mine, even has the rear windows open. So, anyhow, we've laid out the pepperoni. So the next thing we're going to add is the cheese. Now, I could have gotten the stringy, like the pizza style cheese, but I'm going to try this, the cheese like this, because I figure it could be used for sandwiches easily, and it should help to reduce making a mess. So let me open that up and put it on to show you what it looks like once we put the cheese on it. Come on, focus camera. Alright. Still not focusing very well here. I don't know what I'm focusing. Alright. I have put the cheese on there and it's starting to look pretty good. I can put the other second piece of bread on there if I want, but because this is dinner and these pepperoni slices are so thin, I'm going to go ahead and put on a second layer of pepperoni. And voila, there we have it, our second layer of pepperoni. Now it's just a matter of putting another piece of bread on top. And then we can just close the unit. Gotta leave some room here. Close the lid. I'm going to clamp it down. It's not cooking yet because it's not even plugged in. I mean, it is plugged in but not turned on. So let me clamp it down. It's going to take me 2 hands to do that, and then I'll start the unit up for you to show you how it cooks. I have sealed the sandwich maker right now, and now it's a matter of turning on the inverter cooking system. Right now the wire is plugged in here to this multi-plug outlet. Actually, it's not plugged in, so I do need to plug this in. I'm going to plug it into the outlet right here. It's keyed, so it'll only go in one way here. But the system's not on yet because the rice cooker isn't on. I have flipped on the connection between the two. So this switch right here is connecting the inverter. It's back here hooked up to the house battery system, but you can see it's turned off. So when I turn it on here, oops, that's the on button here. You can hear it really buzzing because it's pulling 750, it's pulling 768. Ooh, pulling a little too much. Maybe too much, so it's beeping. 634, says it's using a lot, so it's beeping. It's having a hard time. I should probably use a larger inverter for this because it's struggling right now. It could be because I'm plugging it into this thing. Might be better to get a smaller cable. They're saying it's pulling low battery. It was pulling too much, so this may not work. Well, sadly, my inverter cooking system failed. And the reason it failed is the battery. I only have one bank battery, and trying to pull 750 watts all at once was too much. I think to use this device, I'm going to need a larger battery bank, like maybe 2 batteries out of that, or I need a larger inverter, because the inverter I was using was rated at 750. This thing pulls 750. But here's the versatility of this cooking system. As you know, we are at a park. By the way, that van is not Little Blue. That's the doppelganger. Little Blue is actually behind the tree right there. You can see we're at a park right now, and there is a 120 volt power outlet, which is the reason I use this versatile system. I can cook out here still. And actually, this is on the city's energy, not my vehicle. So I've got that hooked up there, and I'm getting 120 volts, and I'm running it through here and cooking via the sandwich maker. Now, the way this is supposed to work, according to one of the viewers who was a little bit more astute than myself, when this red light goes green, that means the unit is fully heated up. But what I found is when I shut it and let this red light cook until it turns green, at that time I can disconnect it because the food is pretty much cooked, which is what we're going to do. So we're waiting for the red to turn green, and that means that the system is fully cooked. So luckily for me, the park I happened to pick today had 120 volt access, so I can actually use this to make sandwiches. Sadly though, I won't be able to make hot sandwiches for lunch because my inverter cooking system, either my inverter is too small, because it only puts out 750, I might have to get 1,000 watts or more, or I need a second battery for my house battery bank to give myself more power, potential storage for pulling out. I think this might have pulled too much too fast, 750, and my poor little system couldn't handle it. But because we're using 120 volts and it's freely available at this park apparently, so if you happen to come through Orlando, this airport park right here off McCoy Road has free electricity. And look, you can even get water here. Now how cool is this? It says Green Works. Great tasting tap water. Hey, look at this. I don't know if it's filtered or not. It says great tasting tap water. Green Works Orlando. They put this here, it looks like specifically so you can put a jug underneath it. I'm thinking that the city is encouraging people to come bottle water from here for free. This I would not want to drink from. That looks pretty bad. But this looks fairly clean. So that's the first time I've seen one of these. Pretty cool. Meanwhile, I think my food's probably done. Nope, still on red. Oh, no, it is green. The green has come on, so it should be cooked at this point. And there's our food pretty much done. Isn't that nice looking? Let's take a really good look at it, and a taste test. I'm going to go ahead and unplug the unit so it doesn't keep heating up. This took less than like 2 or 3 minutes, maybe 5 minutes at the most, but 2 or 3 minutes I think, and it was fully cooked. So it's a great way to get a hot sandwich. Let's take a look at what we got inside. Here then is what the sandwich looks like on the inside. Doesn't that look good? It's like a El Cheapo Calzone. Let's give it a taste test. Take this piece here. Take a bite. Good. Hits the spot. And at about cost, I think cost-wise, it was probably less than 50 cents each. So, nice quick lunch or dinner, hot. If you have a 120-volt sandwich maker and a park where you can plug in, or if your vehicle inverter system can handle it. So, until next time, everybody, bon appetit. I hope you're eating well and staying safe. I'm thinking of each and every one of you. Take care now.